Moman setting up his expansion there, his second expansion, third hatchery on the map for Moman. So he's going to look to continue increasing his macro. You can see the creep is spreading quite far here. Mutalisk are out now for Moman. He's trying to grow those numbers as well as produce his Zerglings. Doing a good job of just that as he is kind of cut through. You can see how much distance and how far Hashe has to travel here to be able to deal with these, this Zerg base. He's stimming through some Marines, going to catch all the creep tumors that you can see on that scan. He does. Scanning up ahead, does see that there is Banelings, Zergling, Mutalisk. Does the spread right here. Here come the Banelings, mostly catching a lot of Marines. One of the tanks does fall, second tank falls. Not really, it's kind of a 50-50 there. Yep, enough bio to repel the Mutalisk. You want to save those Mutalisk, don't suicide them, as they are the most expensive there. Need to get those numbers going up. Looks like Moman is going to get his hatchery cancelled there, so good challenge there. Hashe does get the cancel on that. Mutalisk kind of pushing forward, not really able to clean up anything yet. More siege tanks for Hashe being added, more Marines. Triple reactors you can see here there. So he's able to produce 7 Marines at one time, which is pretty cool. No actual chasing off. Sorry guys, just missed that. The Marines did get sandwiched there, the remaining ball. This lone medevac gets challenged and pushed away there. Marines don't have combat shields or anything, so they're much more susceptible. I don't know if that's a miss. He's missing it, or there goes combat shields. There you go. He's like, whoa, those Marines look different. 1-0 Marines right now for Hashe. 1-1 coming out. No upgrades for Moman just yet. I think he got Mutalisk upgrades. Let's find them. Mutalisk are +1 air weapons, yes. Moman is going to have that hatchery scouted out, so not really a secret hatchery anymore, but he does take the remaining 2 easternmost expansions, so trying to control that entire side of the map, he will be able to do that. This is forcing Hashe to push back out. 2 medevacs, 1 marauder, and just a primarily marine tank ball there, so we'll see if this is any more effective. Combat shields half complete, so those Marines are a little bit behind. They're going to check the watchtowers, clean out the Zerglings at the watchtowers using the stim. Very good tactic there to stim them ahead of time and walk them in there. Mutalisk thinking about checking. No, I think they caught the edge of that army and didn't want to do it. More Banelings coming out, just more and more Banelings. Oh, Moman loses mostly all the Mutalisk. Oh, I don't know if that was a misclick or something. You can see there's no more Mutalisk in production. 3 hatcheries in production, but he did lose quite a bit of Mutalisk there. So these Banelings are going to be a little bit more hard-pressed to push in as tanks are really starting to push forwards now. Hashe trying to spread them out. Ooh, putting a tank on the high ground. Cannot be hit by Banelings or Zerglings. Very, very nice. So using those dropships to elevate, or the medevacs, sorry, to elevate her up. He's going to try to push forwards into these 2 bases here, as he is going to challenge them with pretty much no competition. It looks like the Zerglings and Banelings are going to pour forward. Going to get challenged here. That's a lot. It's going to be quite a bit. Those Marines trying to get away. Ooh, great shot. Takes out quite a few Banelings with just 1 blow. The siege tank on the high ground does pretty good damage, as this hatchery at the top is going to be sacked by Moman. He is going to pull the Zerglings back to attack the low ground hatchery here. Zergling's going to be able to get us around. Combat shield has finished. The Marines are a little more durable, but really good micro from Hashe. Going to try to pick up the Marines. No, going to sack that attack. Does get a hatchery for his trouble. Command center being set up by Hashe. Planetary fortress being set up by Hashe as well at his second expansion. Hashe has been doing a good job of forcing Moman just to kind of stick to this build. But he does need to find something to counter it. He's losing a lot of army to do those every time, to do those pushes. He's able to reproduce it pretty quickly from these factories. Oh wow, and more barracks being added on. But only 1 factory, so he's only able to produce more and more bio, and that just makes the Banelings here more effective. So gotta be really careful about that. But if he can get a really good spread like he did that other time with the tanks staggered 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, he will be able to pull ahead with that. So we'll see what Hashe can do as he is pushing again into the midfield. Has stopped the creep push by quite a bit. The Mutalisk again tacking. Losing more Mutalisk. Moman's got to be really careful about that. Those Mutalisk are what's keeping him in this game right now, I believe, is that tanks are being spread out by quite a bit. One tank being pushed way forwards. Here come the Banelings. Centrifuge up. All the Banelings just shatter the center of the army there, but the Marines do regroup and do stay alive. So all of those Banelings are not... are lost, sorry, and Hashe is going to have a pretty good reign now. He cleans up the remaining creep tumors. Only one siege tank lost actually to that push, so Hashe doing a great job of showing up those, really showing up those Banelings, so forcing Moman here to come and defend his base. Gonna lose the remaining Mutalisk for that, as well as a handful of Zerglings. Banelings coming up the ramp. Marauder in front, very good. Wow, those Banelings still cutting through, but still losing the base. So Moman is being reset back onto 2 base. He does have the northern expansion here, actually. It just moved all of his drones back to it, but this southeastern one, the 2 o'clock expansion, is being shelled just quite a bit by the Terran force there. More Marines, more siege tanks in production for Hashe. Hashe does have this base set up uncontested, so he will be able to freely expand. He's doing a great job of keeping Moman from doing anything major, losing more and more drones here. Checking out the worker count, it's about even again actually. So he's pulled quite a bit ahead as my computer again decides to slow down everything on bigger maps. Looks like Moman setting up in the low ground, more Banelings being added. +2 air weapons on the Banelings, or sorry, +1 shield on the Baneling, armor on the Baneling, +2 air weapons on the Mutalisk. So they are a DPS for this army. But you can see obviously Hashe has 2-1 Marines as well as +2 1-1 armor for the mechas coming up too. So 4 siege tanks this time coming through, a bigger bio army. Moman just not able to keep up. He's producing as many Banelings as he can, more Marines being set up. Siege tanks getting position again, same kind of thing on either side. Really good stagger, just trying to work these balls down from the Zerg. A lot that time, more Hashe not able to break up the Marines as well as he wanted to, so a lot more lost that time actually on Hashe's part. That one put him behind, actually leaving Moman ahead, so not the best transfer there as more medevacs are just kind of being run away. Marines coming to meet the remaining Zerglings midfield, not going to be able to do much. The Zerglings aren't, because the Marines are pretty beefy in numbers like that. Hatchery being set up again by Moman. This is the 3rd time this hatchery is being built. And this is the 2nd hatchery in the northeast here. Moman's relying basically on these 2 bases. If Hashe can cut in here and cut those bases off, Moman will have to GG, so we'll see if he can hold it. But yeah, there's not going to be too much. It looks like no more Banelings being morphed right now, just out of range of the tanks. Hashe would have really loved to shoot those cocoons. There's going to be 8 Banelings on there. No creep left. You can see what Hashe has done. He's cut the creep right off from Moman, so he's going to be moving at a lot slower pace. Marines being spread out very, very well from Hashe. Here comes the next attack. Siege tank shooting. Gonna try to shoot those Banelings. Do snipe the Banelings. Only lose a few Marines. Marines now able to regroup up. Fight off these Mutalisks because all the Banelings have been taken out. Again, Moman put back on his heels. More Zerglings coming up, not able to do too much. These Marines are 2-1 Marines right now. Siege tanks are 1-1. They're going to cut into the production of Moman. Again, this hatchery being sacked. As I mentioned, this is Moman's only mining base. Hashe is still on his 3rd base over here on the right side, or the left side of the map, sorry. Good game, good luck in the final, Moman says. Hashe advancing into the final. So we'll get one more best of 3 set up here, and then we are good to go. So stay tuned, guys.